चलो लेट्स गो, वी आर लाइव अगेन। एक और स्टार्ट। आई विल फकिंग ट्राई ईच एंड एवरी टाइम until I succeed, my friend. So bear with me. लगता है क्यों एक की watching, एक की watching एक की watching. यार भाग्य कभी खुलेंगे। हर कोई करता है, उसको व्यूज आ जा रहा है, तुम कर रहे तो देख ही नहीं रहा भाई, इतना बढ़िया गेम प्ले आ रहा है, क्या बोलने का। लखनऊ हार्ड 374 मीडियम मैंने मारा। चलो इजी से इजी भी छूट क्या है। हाँ 110 वही बोलो। इजी में तो बरसात होने वाले रन के। दो दिलों की।
The pitch is looking lively today. Expect some high-flying action. As the umpires and fielders enter, power play 1 begins. Only 2 fielders outside the circle.
Bouncy pitch, wow. This is the type of pitch I need.
That's in the air. The ball is a mere speck in the sky. That's a heart-stopping moment for the batsman. Great way to get off the mark. A boundary. The ball's disappeared into the clouds. Just about got enough distance. Batsman has forced a change in the field. What a shot. He's really connected that one.
मिड विकेट के साइड रखा था तो अपन मारेंगे ना भाई, लॉन्ग ऑन में एक स्वीप शॉट तो बनता है।
What a stroke.
Wow, what a shot.
That's a big one into the crowd.
145 meters.
Solid. That was such a lovely sound of the bat.
ये 170 रहेगा।
That's another 6. Mid-off is brought to deep mid-off. That's a glorious shot.
Same side, back-to-back 360s.
30 runs and counting. Batsman should look to keep up the good work. Too expensive. The batsman has taken the bowler to the cleaners. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. That's a biggie. The ball's disappeared into the clouds.
पर विकेट के दिशा में कोई खाने 4 मिल जाएगा। प्रभ सिमरन 5-0।
That's in the air.
सीधा लॉन्ग ऑन की दिशा में उठा के मारा है और 1 बाउंस 4।
Back-to-back boundaries for the batsman. Changes are done to the field.
4 ओवर में ही खत्म करना पड़ा, 4 ओवर के पहले।
It's gone high up in the air.
कनेक्शन प्रॉपर नहीं था, पर क्या बात है, मिड विकेट के इसमें फील्डर ही नहीं है तो।
And again the same result. 3 fours in a row. It's a bird. It's a play. No, it's a cricket ball.
6 I guess.
Just manages to clear the boundary. Short third man has been moved to first slip.
Okay, long on खाली है।
He's given that absolutely everything. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. This has gone up. Batsman will collect 2. A tough over for the bowler. The batsman has made the most of it. Left arm fast bowler from over the wicket. batsman slashed that ball.
Biggie out of the park.
Batsman was
149.5
just
meters.
toying with the field now. Top quality strike by the batsman.
विकेट के ऊपर से स्टेडियम के बाहर 6 रन 182 मीटर्स का नो बॉल मारते शतक हो सकता है क्या? चलिए देखते हैं.
Batsman smashed that
हो
ball.
गया. Bad drop shot.
That's half century. Another milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. Deep mid-off is brought to mid-off. It's gone up.
खड़े stand and deliver.
Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change.
चलो, we are back. पता नहीं YouTube वाले बाबा क्या दिक्कत है हमसे उनको वाचिंग ही नहीं पूछते.
It's high up in the air.
Oh,
just clears the ropes. Short third man has been moved to first slip. Batsman whips it powerfully.
Shot.
That's gone for 6 again. Yet another expensive overfielding team struggling to contain the run flow. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Hits the toe end of the bat. The result is a single.
ये ओवर में खत्म करते हैं. चलो, बहुत कंटाल आ रहा है.
Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. That's huge. That's out of the park.
13 रन ही चाहिए बस.
That's a stunning shot. Back-to-back sixes for the batsman. Turning out to be another great over for the batsman. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. That's gone into the clouds.
थोड़ा extra bounce मिला. Oh my God.
2 runs added to the score. Keeps the scoreboard ticking.
6 मार के जीतना पड़ेगा.
Shot. That's put away with ease.
Finally जीत गए.
Batsman won the game quite comfortably. Boom, what a shot. That's dispatched deep into the stands.
तो टूर्नामेंट कैसे खेलना है, मेरे को खेला नहीं यार कभी। यार क्विक मैच ही लगाते हैं। लेट्स प्ले।
It could be a run fest today on this flat pitch. The umpires lead, the fielders follow, the spectacle of cricket comes alive. The cool night air is perfect for cricket. The players are raring to go under the lights.
आवाज आ रहा है गाइस? ओके चलो
Everything's set. Time for some
जो भी
exciting
देख रहा है गाइस,
umpire
1 जन 2
signals.
जन
Power
10
play
जन
1.
15 जन
A
7
chance
जन
for
8
quick
जन
runs.
चैट करो।
Swings hard, but gets a bottom edge. That's a proper
बॉटम में
off-cutter.
लगा,
Ball finds the fielder.
यहाँ उल्टा है।
No timing there.
मैच में पहला लखनऊ बैटिंग कर रहा है, यहाँ पे पंजाब। कोई बात नहीं।
Up in the air.
वाह,
Fielder takes a brilliant catch. Gone. Goes for a duck with this bat. Tidy over from the bowler so far. Batsman gets a new bat. No need to play at those.
राइट।
Keeper does well and keeps the batsman on strike. That's gone in the air. That was hit too close to the fielder. A narrow escape indeed. That will be 4 and batsman is off the mark. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. Batsman living dangerously. That's almost carried to the bowler.
एक सेकंड ना,
That's gone for 4 as well.
एक सेकंड 10 की वॉच में रहेगा। जो भी लाइक नहीं है फटाफट लाइक करो।
Fielding has been updated. Caught
अरे यार
at
आउट
first
नहीं हुआ।
slip. That's a brilliant outswinger. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 8.
जो खींच लिया है यार ओपनर और वन डाउन।
A simple catch put down at short third man. Gets a couple and batsman is off the mark.
So let's fucking go.
Batsman fails to connect.
Square leg में एक रन
One
मिला.
run added to the score.
थोड़ा विकेट संभालना पड़ेगा. 2 विकेट अर्ली गिर गए.
Batsman thrashed the ball hard.
उमर
Off the
जाइमर
mark with a
विकेट की दिशा
six-o.
में उठा के मारा है. एरियल वे
Hasn't
से
been a
अपना
good over from the bowler
स्टार्ट
so
किए
far.
मैच का रन आज.
That has been hammered.
बैक टू बैक.
That's gone for 6 as well.
एक सेकंड. अपने उमर जाइमर खेलेगी.
Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. Smashes it.
अरे यार
That's
भाई.
not too far from the bowler.
स्टंप पे इतना फास्ट स्विंग हुआ
Batsman
था
is
कि
just toying with the field now.
लग के भी 4 ही गया. लास्ट बॉल ऑफ द ओवर.
He's lofted it, the ball is
लोअर
sky
बॉल
high.
और ये मिल जाएगा. 2 रन.
Gets double for that. A leg
Leg
cutter
cutter
of the highest order. Bowler has gone for plenty in this over. Right arm fast bowler from over the wicket. It's a balanced field for this over. Looking for wickets, but there's some protection too. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change.
पहली बार आज थोड़ा अच्छा रन मार रहे प्रभ सिमरन.
Couldn't time it properly.
ओ भाई आउट होते बचे.
Fielder does well, and no runs added to the
थोड़ा
total.
तारीफ क्या कर दिया. विकेट थमाने वाले थे तो.
Tough day for the bowler. Economy soaring at 10. That's not timed well.
इधर थोड़ा खेलने आ रहा.
1 run added to the scoreboard. Fielder makes no mistake. That's a superb outswinger. Batsman's score with this bat is 18. Great over. Fielding team need more of these. Left arm fast bowler from over the wicket. Could have played it better there.
Inside edge.
A lucky edge. That's a 4.
Outswing.
That's a ferocious outswinger. It's up in the air. There's a stunning leg cutter. 5 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. Gone. The batsman has dragged the ball back onto his stumps. A duck for the batsman. That's a disappointing end. Back-to-back wickets for the bowler on a hat-trick now. The golden duck with this bat. Batsman gets a new bat. Batsman thrashed the ball hard.
That was a perfect connection.
Finds the boundary and batsman is off the mark. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the fielding team. Mistimes the shot. Batsman earns a couple. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. Almost a catch for the bowler. Batsman finds the boundary. Really hit that hard.
Shot, low full toss hit.
That's gone a long way. 12 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. Bowled him. The batsman has chopped it onto his stumps. This bat's contribution is 27. What a shot.
Jansen.
Batsman takes the aerial route to get his first runs. It's a clean strike.
Back-to-back 6.
And again the same result. Exciting cricket in that over. Left arm medium fast from over the wickets. That timed perfectly.
Inside edge.
One run available there. Taken at square leg. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 12. Hit with tremendous power. Gets off the mark with a 6. 7 runs in the over so far. In the air. Fielder drops a sitter. That's a single. He's hit that one into the stratosphere. That's a proper leg cutter. That over has brought some excitement to the game. Right arm off spinner from a power play 2 signalled. More protection in the deep now. Terrific strike from the batsman. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Goes for a big hit, but it's just an edge. Batsman pockets a single. Terrific strike from the batsman. Bowler seems to be struggling to contain the batsman. That's bowled. Excellent drift away. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 7. It's a dot ball. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Gets off the mark with a boundary. That's an interesting over. Left arm medium fast from over the wickets. Up and away, that's a biggie. Fielder takes it. Batsman's score with this bat is 13.
कंट्रोल में नहीं था. विकेट तो चले गया. स्कूप पे मारने ट्राई करते.
A big heave, the ball is soaring in the air. Single and batsman is off the mark. Batsman managed only 1. Runs in the over so far. It's played gently by the batsman. The scoring rate is 12. He's pushed at that one and it's taken the edge. That's a superb leg cutter. Batsman's keeping the scoreboard ticking with a strike rate of 195. That's a cracking shot. That's gone all the way for 6. Exciting cricket in that over. Right arm off spinner from over the wicket. That's a terrific shot. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. In the air. That will be 4. Fielding changes are done. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? Batsman whips it powerfully. Batsman gets a single.
Right.
Couldn't score off this ball.
Last ball.
That's a magnificent strike. That will be a boundary. That's a costly over. Bowler just couldn't find the right line and length.
Right, medium fast.
That's a lightning knock. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Comes off the bottom of the bat. A fielder is present there. Batsman's timing and footwork need improvement to gain better control. The batsman has played on. The ball ricochets off the bat. This bat's contribution is 17. First half of the over has been good from the bowler. A flat pitch, excellent condition. for batting. It's gone miles up. Off the mark with a boundary. That's hit high on the bat. That's not too far from the bowler. 1 run added to the tally. That's played gently by the batsman. Safe, but that was close to the bowler. That will be 4 and batsman is off the mark. 9 runs coming off it already. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. That's a stunning off-cutter. No runs added by the batsman. Dropped it mid-off. Catching practice for the fielder. Batsman's score with this bat is 4. New bat comes into play. That's a poor shot. He's not got his timing right on that one. Costly over this. Batsman has mistimed the shot. Fielder does well, and no runs added to the total. Not timed perfectly. 1 run available there. Couldn't time it properly. Looked like a catch for a moment. That's a boundary and batsman is off the mark. 5 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. It's gone up. That's gone for 4 as well. Fielding has been updated. Oh, that's bold. What a delivery. The ball swung in late. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end. A batsman gets a new bat. Struck the top part of the bat, nowhere near the sweet spot. Off the mark with a run. That over has been taken for plenty. In the air. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That's gone in the air. There is a single to offer. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Ball runs away for 4. Bowler struggling to keep it tight, turning out to be an expensive over. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. That's a superb leg cutter. The result is a single. And that's a gentle push. Batsman finds the boundary. Changes are done to the fielding. Smashes it. Yet another expensive over fielding team struggling to contain the run. That's a mistimed shot, not the connection he was looking for. Safe, but that was close to the fielder. A streaky 4, that's raced to the boundary. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. Almost a catch for the bowler. That's 4 more for the batsman. A gentle knock by the batsman. Make it 3. Turning out to be another great over for the batsman. Second slip has been moved to gully. No timing there. That was close to the bowler. A slight misfield by the fielder. 2 runs added to the score keeps the scoreboard ticking. That's in the air. That will be a boundary. That's cut beautifully. That's 30-run milestone for the batsman. Time to raise the bat. An expensive over. Batsman continues on his merry way. Batsman whips it powerfully. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's a cracking shot. Batsman clears the boundary again. Batsman has forced a change in the field. This has gone up. There was a misfield. The result is 2. 14 runs coming off it already. Top quality strike by the batsman. That's 30 runs with this bat. It has been a good knock. That's well struck. Just out of the reach for the bowler. Batsman will get a boundary. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. Batsman smashed that ball. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. Another great over for the batsman. Worrying signs for the... Batsman fails to connect. Batsman living dangerously. That's almost carried to the bowler. Batsman pockets a single. Mistimes the shot. Batsman is in a hurry here. Strike rate is well above, 207. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. That's a 4. 6 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. It's up in the air. Fielder makes a fumble there. Another boundary for the batsman. Batsman absolutely trashed the ball. That's a monster six. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. There's a stunning leg cutter. Yet another expensive over fielding team struggling to contain. Terrific strike from the batsman. Batsman is just toying with the field now. That's a glorious shot. Half century for the batsman. Superb innings so far. Time to raise the bat. Fielding changes are done. That's bowled. Batsman loses the bat after a score of 54. 12 runs in the over so far. Batsman now plays with a new bat. And he's absolutely smashed that one. Off the mark with a 4. A big heave, the ball is soaring in the air. Consecutive boundaries for the batsman. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. No timing on that shot whatsoever. It has been an interesting over. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's a cricket ball. Smart catch by the fielder. That's a cracker of a leg cutter. This bat's contribution is 48. Batsman has a new bat now. Tries to steer it gently, but gets a bottom edge. Batsman will get a single and he is off the mark. He's not got that from the middle, it's hit high on the bat. Scoring rate is close to 17. Bowler managed to... Takes the inside edge. He's got a thick edge on that, but it's flown past the fielders for a 4. What a lucky break. That's a clean strike. That's a huge 6. Fielding has been updated. That's in the air. The ball is a mere speck in the sky. Comfortable catch for the fielder. Batsman's score with this bat is 11. That's an excellent over. Good cricket from the... New bat comes into play. That's hit the splice of the bat, could not generate any power. 1 run added to the score. That's a miss. Plays down the wrong line. He's lofted that one high into the air. Great way to get off the mark. A boundary. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? Unleashes a hefty swing, but gets a bottom edge. Batsman collects a single. Up in the air. That will be 4. Changes are done to the fielding. He's lofted it, the ball is sky high. Great awareness from the batsman, took advantage of the field change. An expensive over comes to an end, momentum shifting toward... That was just a push from the batsman. Just falls short of the bowler, a close call. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Batsman gently taps the ball. Back-to-back boundaries for the batsman. Cover point is brought to forward point. That's a biggie. The ball's disappeared into the clouds. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. 14 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a... Inside edge and the ball was very close to stumps. A lucky edge, that's a 4. That's a tremendous strike. The ball flew off the bat. That's not too far from the bowler. One more boundary for the batsman. Batsman has forced a change in the field. Attempts to guide it softly, but it's a bottom edge. Batsman earns a couple. Expensive over. Batsman look. It's gone up. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Timing is not good. Consecutive 4s for the batsman. A gentle touch from the batsman. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. Top edge here. 30-run milestone has been reached. Time to raise the bat. What a sight for the bowler. The ball crashes into the stumps. Batsman's streak with the bat comes to an end after a score of 20. Batsman gets a new bat. That has been hammered. Batsman takes the aerial route to get his first runs. Exciting cricket in that over. A meek push by the batsman. Safe, but that was close to the bowler. Great awareness from the batsman. Took advantage of the field change. That's a gentle push from the batsman. Almost a catch for the bowler. That's a proper off-cutter. That's come off the handle of the bat. Batsman's playing a blinder with a strike rate of 208. That's not timed well. Current run rate is around 17. It's a solid push right out of the middle. That goes all the way for 4. There's a field change. Fielders being moved around. That's come off the top of the bat. 2 runs added to the total. That's a costly over. In the air. 1 run added to the scoreboard. Comes off the bottom of the bat. That's a proper leg cutter. Batsman is scoring quickly at a... That's played gently by the batsman. Current run rate is above 16. Bowler seems to be... It's gone miles up in the air. What a shot. Doesn't matter where the fielders are if the ball is sailing into the stands. That's a terrific shot. That's a well-deserved half-century. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. That's gone in the air. Two runs added to the score. The ball is high up in the air. It's anyone's call. Oh. Fielder takes it at short third man. Oh, what a ball. An off-cutter of the highest quality. Batsman loses. Batsman now plays with a new bat. He's gone for it, but the timing isn't quite there. The result is single and batsman is off the mark. 3. That was pushed tamely by the batsman. Misfield by the fielder at mid-wicket. Added 2 to the tally. He's hit that one into the stratosphere. Good catch by the fielder. This bat's contribution is 52. That's an economical over. Good bowling. Batsman has a new bat now. Batsman draws the outside edge. There's an edge, but it's raced away to the boundary. 4 runs. Could have played it better there. Dragged onto the stumps. Batsman's score with this bat is 5. New bat comes into play. Hits the bottom of the bat. An absolute peach of an off-cutter. Off the mark with a double. It's high up in the air. That was hit too close to the fielder. A narrow escape indeed. He's edged it. A streaky shot for 4. That's in the air. And again the same result. Interesting field change here. They're trying to plug those gaps. And that's a gentle push. That was close to the bowler. That's an interesting over. Up and away, that's a biggie. Dropped. Fielder would be disappointed with that effort. Off the edge, yet it's flown for the boundary. The bowler has just produced a good off-cutter. This has gone up. Great over for the batsman so far. Can he make it even better? It's up in the air. Gets off the mark with a couple. A leg cutter of the highest order. That's a poor shot. He's not got his timing right on that one. Batsman gets a single. Solid. That was such a lovely sound of the bat. That's six. That's a massive one. Expensive over. Batsman looking to get ahead in the game. The ball has hit the handle. Could not judge the length properly there. 1 run added to the tally. Batsman has mistimed the shot. Current run rate is close to 16. A big heave. The ball is soaring in the air. It's gone through the fielder. Gets it away for 4. Batsman trying to increase the momentum. Not timed perfectly. That will be another boundary. Tries to push it gently, but gets a bottom edge. For a moment, that looked like a catch. 3 boundaries so far. Fielding changes are done. Batsman pushes it gently, perfectly behind the ball. The bowler bowls a deadly outswinger. That's a costly over. In the air. One run available there. A gentle knock by the batsman. Just out of the reach for the bowler. That's a boundary. Just a soft touch right out of the middle of the bat. Batsman living dangerously. That's almost carried to the bowler. That's a super. Really hit that hard. That's disappeared. He's worked that one nicely into the leg side. It's not a convincing shot from the batsman, but he will take it. That was just a push from the batsman. An expensive over comes to an end. Momentum shifting towards the batsman. Batsman gently taps the ball. 30 runs and counting. Batsman should look to keep up the good work. That's high up in the air. First milestone for the batsman. Total score is 30. Time to raise the bat. A gentle touch from the batsman. It's gone for 4. Bowler seems to be struggling to contain the batsman. Changes to the fielding now, trying to contain the run flow. A meek push by the batsman. That's gone for 4 as well. Ball takes the top edge. 4 more, that's 3 in a row. That's a stunning off-cutter. It's a dot ball. Expensive over. Batsman look. That's hit with tremendous power. Batsman is just toying with the field now. Shot, that's put away with ease. Back-to-back sixes for the batsman. Fielding has been updated. What a stroke. That's 3 in a row. 18 runs coming off it already. This is going to be a big one. Batsman was middling the ball for most part of the innings. Bowled, what a beauty. Batsman streak with the bat. Looks like a pretty good batting surface. Umpires step in, fielders gear up, the cricket drum. Couldn't time it properly. A single to get off the mark.